right, hello everybody, and welcome to Between Two Rocks Podcast Episode 2. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it, especially for those of you who actually listened to the first episode, and you're like, yeah, I would like more of that, so thank you so much. Today's episode is going to be super fun. I have two of my favorite people here today.
You never admit that.
Shh, I haven't introduced you yet. Just calm down. Okay, my co-host this week is a very good friend of mine, hailing from the town you've never heard of, Peterborough, United Kingdom. Please welcome Dave Form.
Hey, good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for coming, man.
I'm excited to find out what it is I say that gets me never invited back again.
Yeah, we're all waiting for that. I think it's an exciting time to be alive, to be a part of that, and I think our listeners are going to enjoy being on that journey with us. It'll be sort of an emotional journey for us all, So yeah, Dave is a good friend of mine. He recently purchased a house in Hamden for some reason, and he thinks I'm going to forgive him eventually, but he's definitely wrong. And yeah, Dave's a good buddy of mine, and yeah, so he's going to be my co-host. Your job is to sort of chime in, be charming,
Screwed then.
Yeah, but I don't know any charming people, so you're just going to have to do,
There's one here.
Right, that's true. Speaking of, my guest this week, you may know him. He sometimes slings beers at the bar that he co-owns, Trinity Bar. Please welcome Eddie Higgins.
Thank you very much. Some studio, Josh.
Yeah. Are you trying to imply that this is not a professional operation? Because usually I'm the one who starts things adversarially, so...
It's not what I expected.
Oh, really? I'm curious when I invited you on Facebook to record a podcast, what you did expect. Out of curiosity. Were you like, Josh is going to have an extremely professional operation, and it's going to be really...
I just hold you to a higher standard, Josh.
Wow, okay. I've got you fooled good.
You've met him, right?
Right.
Hey, at least you can lie down.
Hey, easy. Let's go easy on the studio mattress, guys, all right? We do have a mattress here, so if anybody needs to take a little nap in the middle of recording, that's an option.
There should be an over-under on how many weeks it's here.
Oh, man. Let's not do that, okay? Because that could be there for a while. At least till somebody's really grossed out by it. So, yeah. Eddie, welcome. So basically the format of this podcast is basically sort of an interview format. I'll ask some questions. Dave will chime in. He'll ask some questions. And but I definitely encourage a loose, conversational nature to these things. We're not, this isn't 60 minutes, so we can be chill. Yeah. So.
Is there anything I cannot say?
No, this is on the internet, man. We can say anything. If you could avoid anything overtly racist or anti-Semitic, that would be good. Or sexist, Those are just my personal values. So,
Got it.
I can't. You can say what you want, but you will not be invited back. You will beat Dave to the punch. So well done. I admire you, I guess.
The race is on.
So I want to start asking the question that obviously we're all wondering, right? Is the cigarette machine okay? Did it survive the fire?
All the cigarettes were destroyed in the series.
Well, the cigarettes I'm not worried as much about. You can buy new cigarettes, but that machine, do you have a time machine that goes to a 1980s bowling alley where you found that cigarette machine, or?
I have no responsibility for that, but it is a great talking point, and yes, it's fine.
Oh, awesome.
It just needs to be restocked.
Perfect. All right, great.
That was there from O'Toole's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were you saw, they were oh, it's staying.
Oh, some man comes into the back door every Friday morning, empties it, walks out the back door, and that's it. You fill it up.
Huh.
Counts the money.
So this sounds pretty legit.
Oh, yeah.
Just some guy off the street.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So if you're paying attention, listeners, you just wander into the back of Trinity at any time. Window's open. And free cigarettes for you. They do not have marble mediums, just so you know. Something I keep track of. I don't smoke anymore, but, I have to keep an eye out just in case I decide to start again. Okay, but no, seriously. When is Trinity coming back? We miss you very much.
Oh, trust me, we miss you, too.
I know.
You miss our money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, mortgage payments.
But I've set so many deadlines. Obviously, we were thinking at first maybe Super Bowl, and then we thought parade, and then parade comes and goes, and now I'm looking at the World Cup.
Okay, all right. So
fingers
summery-ish time. Is it like May?
Well, it's going to start in June.
Okay, so you're shooting for June.
Yeah.
All right.
We
won't hold you to that. It's fine.
No,
I get it.
Trust me, we want to be open.
Yeah.
It was harder celebrating the holiday last weekend, socializing, than it was working. So,
yeah.
Trust me, I want to be back working.
To actually party than it was to work that day.
Oh. Well, Ireland beat England.
Drinking, huh?
Dave. So, do you really want to go there?
I am part Irish, at least.
Yeah, well...
I take a lot of flack from the Irish for being English, but...
We seen that in you right from the start, Dave, and that's why we are still friends today.
Good.
Yeah, because the English have never given flack to the Irish for just being... I'm not even going to get into it.
I wasn't involved.
Yeah. It's good.
The Irish can hold a grudge.
Yeah.
For 800 years.
That's good. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a good start.
Speaking of giving flack to the Irish and the Americans while you're here, given that the World Cup is your aim, what's going to happen there? How many
We're all going to support England.
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, is the Pitkin Plaza thing happening? Or are there going to be people down?
Oh, if we can do it, absolutely.
Yeah, that's going to...
there's got to be some concern. I suppose the good thing is that you're coming back at that time. There's going to be people who just want to go to Trinity again, so that could fill you out. Because there's got to be some concern that with no Ireland, no America...
I mean, you're going to be packed for like a month straight, I'm sure. But
we're talking about the World Cup.
True.
Are they having a World Cup this year? I feel like they canceled it.
Yes.
I don't think it's happening this time.
See, it doesn't matter if we're not in it, America's not in it, Italy's not in it.
I'm just not sure that it's even happening. I think it was canceled, right?
In this part of the world.
Yeah. Italy and U.S. are having our own World Cup. Just sad losers. It's pretty
Good
cool.
luck with that.
Well, the Irish can join you.
Nice. Solid. I mean, yeah, fair. Because, honestly, Trinity being gone is such a huge hole in downtown, especially like right where it's located too. It's just like a black hole. Like basically now I got to walk all the way to Christie's. Ugh. Plus, like now Christie's is the only Irish pub in town, which makes it incredibly crowded, which is, brutal.
Right.
Again,
too much.
No, I know you want to come back,
Yeah, because I miss it too.
Yeah, and it was mostly like water damage, right? That was a problem. It wasn't really fire.
No fire, all smoke and water. So it's just a shame.
So I shouldn't smoke meth up in my apartment anymore up there. Nah, not too soon.
Don't keep propane canisters, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely a lesson for us all.
I guess it's
don't be a hoarder. Throw out any old mattresses that may be lying around.
What? All right.
The thing is, it's out of your hands, right? Because they have to do the upstairs before they can...
Yeah. So we have a roof. The boards are down on the windows of the apartments. New windows are in. All the brickwork has been sandblasted. So they're working away, but obviously still it's just a skeleton crew.
You get to go up and see the work on the apartments? Or?
Yeah, because at this stage, Shane is there every day. He touches base with Litchfield. He goes up there, shoots the shit with him all the time. So
Litchfield is the
contractor,
right? Okay.
And Shane, he has no qualms.
Right, putting the pressure on, turning the screw.
So he's the muscle in this operation?
Shane's cracking the whip, man.
Oh, nice. Good to know. Yeah. So you guys haven't really been able to do anything with your stuff. You have to wait for...
Well, again, I have to wait for them to give me the all clear that I can go in there and start cleaning. We still have to run all new wire. New ductwork for the heating has to be done. So there's a lot of stuff that Litchfield have to do before we can go in and start putting on the finishing touches. A
lot of the trinkets, like the art things,
we were able to save all that stuff and have it cleaned.
Awesome.
So it's all sitting in storage, and we're paying for storage and handling, and everything's just sitting there. And
I got an empty basement,
Well,
you can put some stuff on this mattress if you want. It's not going anywhere.
It's all right.
It's paying rent.
Yeah, I know. Just be afraid
making
it
money
go
for
back
you. That's
down.
scary.
It doesn't pay money. I don't want to get into it. Oh, boy. Yeah, I like to alienate the listeners quickly. We are about 10 minutes in, so it's a good new
I
record.
mean, it's your show, so you have to be invited back.
True. You can't stop me. Well, I guess I could. So, all right, Eddie, why don't you tell us a little, like you obviously were not born in America. When did you come here?
So I emigrated in '94.
All right. Back when it was cool.
Back when it was cool.
It was allowed.
Well, there was 48,000 visas allocated to Ireland over a 3-year period. And I was lucky enough where I had 5 really good friends that all got visas. And we kind of all came and started this American dream.
He used quotes, just so you know, air quotes. You can't see that at home, but he did.
So 48,000 visas and 5 of you got lucky?
Over a 3-year period.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was going to say, how many people live in Ireland? Like, what's the population?
4.5 million.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Good odds.
It's a good Connecticut and a half. Maybe just as much sadness. I don't know what it's like over there.
Well, you got to go.
What? Oh, I gotta go?
Yeah, you gotta go.
I can put it on the list, I guess.
Yeah.
I've already been to England, I feel like, you know.
Oh, careful.
Close enough.
What a disappointment that must have been.
It was. I met Dave's whole family. I'm still like, you know, I'm done with Europe. Just not going back.
I see you've been to Peterborough.
No, I couldn't find it.
Yeah. There's this obscure bus that goes, or this obscure train that takes you. It's very strange. So you came here in '94. Did you like always want to run a bar, or was this kind of something that happened?
It was just a general progression. You know, I'd studied architecture. I'd spent the first 5 years in New York working for a couple of different architectural firms.
Until you realized what a terrible career choice that was.
Yes, and then that's when I left and kind of relocated to New Haven. And
okay, why New Haven?
Well, again, I emigrated with 5 really good friends. 2 of them are here in New Haven. I'd used to come up and visit. They had started Alan Liffey's, and they invited me up, and that was that.
That was that. And that's how you got into Liffey's. All right. And then, you know, we won't get into like all the gritty details of how Trinity was born from there, you know.
Well, no, it was just a natural progression.
Yeah. You guys are ready to like spread your wings on your own.
Yeah. Well, again, you work for several different owners, and then you kind of go, if they can do it, why can't we do it? So again, Shane Carty is a business partner who runs the kitchen. I've known Shane all my life. Again, it was just a natural thing to do.
He was one of the original Liffeys.
Right? Yeah, Shane was right in the Liffey from the start. But again, it was another buddy of ours that we grew up with was the reason that Shane was in New Haven.
Okay.
So it was Ashley Sheridan and Pat Mansfield and Chrissy Mahal started around Liffey's. But it was Ashley Sheridan that kind of brought myself and Shane in on board.
So you were in New York for a couple of years while they were already here with the Liffey going?
So the Liffey opened in '97. Ash had lived in New York, hated New York, decided he was going to go back to New Haven and open an Irish bar. I'd introduced him to Pat Mansfield, who I was working for in New York at the weekends, just bar backing. And Pat liked what Ash was talking about. Ash knew Christy. And as I said, Alan Liffey's was born.
That's it. That's the whole
Irish
bar.
And now I have a drinking problem, just like that. It's just magic. It's weird.
Going back, if I selfishly go back a little bit, the visa you get when you were in the lottery is just forever? Or
well, it was a Morrison visa. You had to be here for 2 years. You know, I think they had made a mistake with the Donnelly where people could come over, validate the visa, get on the next flight home, and never spend any time in America. And it defeated the purpose of the visa.
Yeah, why would they want to do that, though?
Well, they just wanted it in the back pocket just in case.
Yeah, jail-free card.
That was the Clinton era. Things were simpler then. You
know? No, this was even before Clinton.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Sweet. We can blame Republicans. Would hate to have to pin that on old Bill, you know? He's got enough problems.
Well, you know, only for Bill. Bill's the reason I'm here. So.
Right, yeah, perfect. Well, then, you know, one pro, one con.
So there's 2 years and you get it validated, or did you get sponsored by these architecture firms?
No, so again, I had
we really love this immigration talk, guys. This is like our audience is gonna. If you tuned in for the Visa Educational TED Talk you are at the right place because this is what is going to happen right now. We are going to all learn about how immigration laws work, apparently.
I suppose I could ask these questions any other time I hang out.
Yeah, no, that would be great, actually. I don't want to, yeah.
I'm just wanting to find out if you had to fill out the citizenship application, and if you went through the question that was along the lines of, have you ever been involved in any of the following? A, genocide.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have been involved in a genocide, is what you're telling me. No, breaking news, everybody.
No, I have gone through the citizenship.
Yeah, I think everybody eventually has to, if you want to be a proper voting citizen, which Dave does.
That's the kicker. Because I could stay forever on a green card, but
yeah, but you gotta renew it after every 10 years.
Yeah, but that's just a few $100 and a new photograph, right?
Well, again, there was all kinds of stuff.
For now, who knows what Trump's going to do next?
Yeah, they were saying, only citizens were going to be entitled to Social Security. So there was all these benefits of becoming a citizen.
Right. What if somebody has to pull the plug, Dave, and I need you there? You're going to have to be an American citizen to do it.
I've got that power over you? I don't think that's how that works.
No. My dad does.
Yes.
Well,
I mean, hopefully you're here longer than he is, right?
I mean, we're just trying to run out the clock. It's hard to say for sure who's going to, Levinson genes are pretty good if you don't, self-destruct. So, which many of us do. So, I mean, who's to say, truly? So cool. So at some point during this whole time, you got a real estate license, Eddie. You're also a real estate agent.
Correct.
When was this? While you were at Liffey's? Is it before or after?
This is back at the Liffey. Again, with an architectural background. I still wanted to utilize my background.
I like houses.
Yeah, so it was just a perfect fit because I like to play golf. So it freed me up. I had the luxury of being my own boss.
Do you get to play a lot of golf in the real estate game?
Well, you make your own schedule.
Oh, all right. Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, I always look at houses on my lunch break, so I guess that makes sense. Not too much 8 a.m.
Yeah, but you didn't ask me to help you.
I didn't know you were a realtor. And if I'd known you would have steered me towards Hamden, I definitely wouldn't have used you. I still don't forgive you for this whole Dave fiasco.
That is against...
You should be happy. You should be glad you see less of me.
That is nice. But he could have been, in Fairhaven, I wouldn't see him either. That would be too far to bike.
Look, I needed Dave close by so I could keep an eye on him.
That is true. I wasn't going to do it. Yeah, that's fair.
There's a pub up the street that he comes off.
That's true. You did kind of get him close to the plate, right?
Yeah.
It's good and bad, I guess.
It's proven very convenient.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Those
playwright. I would love to see the playwright numbers before, after Dave moved in. Wow, we are really in the black. We're doing it. What a great quarter.
I've actually encouraged other people to come and see me at playwrights.
Oh yeah, no, I know you spread like a disease. Yeah, I get it.
But another reason was it was going to be easier for me to drive him home from Trinity and drop him at his house.
True. So you live over there as well?
Yeah, because it's on my way home.
Well, I'm going to look forward to this free taxi service when the Trinity's open again.
Yeah. All you have to do is wait till closing time.
Yeah.
Done. Yeah.
Help clean up.
He'll just carry me out.
I wouldn't trust him to grab anything glass or whatnot.
Oh, no, he's pretty useful with a sweeping brush.
That's good. Yeah, exactly. That's good. So you became a real estate agent, and and so that's good that you have that while you're kind of.
Yeah, because at least right now it's starting the spring market is about to kick off, and so I've been busy with that, and it's a good outlet. Poor Shane, he's down there every day. He's trying to deal with these guys. He's losing his mind. Yeah. Again, he'd rather be working.
Right, you have at least a distraction because of another outlet, yeah.
Yeah, so you were at Liffey's, and there was O'Toole's, and they wanted to sell, I guess, and so you guys were like, this is it, this is the chance.
Yeah.
Right. So why Trinity?
Why Trinity?
Why the name Trinity? Just as an
memory's never been to Ireland.
I mean, right, I get that you guys are fucking, is that it? Is just nothing, I don't know.
There's many ways I could swing this.
Okay.
Which way do you want it?
Do you want me to answer for you?
Okay. So
it was the name of your favorite prostitute back home. Is that right? You're not married,
okay.
Right?
We're going to go there. All right. So Bobby Charlton, George Best, Dennis Law.
This is not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
What do they call them in Manchester?
Is that a Holy Trinity?
Very good,
Yeah.
very
Oh,
good.
gosh, yeah.
Okay, now another swing on
It's
it
a football
is...
thing. Soccer for you Americans.
Well,
so
it's just a little jab at Liverpool.
right, yeah. Good. Also,
The only good thing, man.
follow-up question. What did your parents do to you to turn you into a Man U fan? Like, do you think it was early childhood trauma? Or more of, like, you were just already a bad person, like, when you were born, and like, it just made sense when you grew up?
Yes.
All of the above. Okay, fair enough.
No, my father and my brother are both Liverpool supporters.
Oh, wow. So you were bad. You were bad, and that
Yeah.
was just it. Yeah.
So I grew up in
And you was the
Liverpool's
sensible
heyday.
choice.
A lot of self-loathing, I guess.
Yeah. Somebody had to be the black sheep of the family, I guess.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
I wear that badge with honor.
You
know?
do. Yeah, well done. So we're just giving money to a place that's based on Man United.
No. Here's the other twist.
What about Shane? Is he a...
Well, so Trinity College in Dublin would be our equivalent to Yale University.
Okay.
So
there are a lot of parallels.
Yeah, so, but again, there's a little dig at the Yaleys here because it's to show that, Trinity was a pillar of education long before they ever existed.
Totally.
And then, Trinity also relates with the local New Havener.
Okay. I don't know what you mean by that.
Well, it's a Trinity church.
Oh, right.
There,
Church, right.
and
This is a blog about New Haven, Josh.
Yeah, I just don't even see the churches, really. I just have a huge blind spot. The God will see them that I am. I'm like, oh, boy, you could put, like, a Ferris wheel there, or, like,
Literally anything else.
The weekend tax.
There's also Trinity College in Hartford.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, Trinity College. Surprisingly good college in the middle of a pretty dicey neighborhood in Hartford. It's pretty great. Yeah, Connecticut has a surprising number of decent colleges. Wesleyan, Trinity, Yale. I didn't go to any of those, but, they are nice.
To be fair, I never associated it with the Holy Trinity of players. I just always assumed it was based off Trinity College. Just a nice Irish hook.
Again, dead.
Yeah, should have known better, shouldn't I?
All depends who I'm talking to.
Were you the one who came up with it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. What's your favorite part of owning a bar?
Oh, the characters. You meet so many characters, and everybody's got a story. So that's definitely by far the best thing.
I'm sure I've said this to you a lot of times in various states of inebriation, but it's less of a bar and more of a community centre, like a traditional pub in Ireland or even parts of the east of England.
Yeah, I think so. Why that is, I don't know. But again, the Irish people were always known for their hospitality, and so it's just something that's in us.
But there's the answer then. It's you guys. It's the owners and the staff and all the people that work there. And
no, it's just...
Yeah, Dave, quit trying to force your feelings on us.
It's a personal opinion.
Yeah, so just stop with that.
It's funny. We all left somewhere to go somewhere else, and we all have a way of finding each other, and we all seem to congregate in the pub, and I guarantee you, all of your best mates here in New Haven, you met in a pub.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Or on a kickball field. But we were drinking.
Yeah.
And that's
and we ended up in an Irish pub afterwards.
Yeah.
True.
Where did you go after the kickball?
Straight to Liffey's.
That's right. Where's the alley you smoke weed? In a Liffey's. R.I.P. Well, what is your least favorite part of owning a bar?
Oh, the hours.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can see that.
The hours.
It's quite opposite of being a realtor, I guess.
Yeah, again, but I'm lucky that Shane is there and John Greco, that they share the slack.
Like, what time do you guys, you guys do, last call at 2-ish, a little before, so what time do you actually get out of there?
Depending on the night, but, typically takes an hour, and if it's been a real busy night, it could be 4 o'clock in the morning leaving there.
Yeah.
Let's say parade weekend, Trinity had been open. Do you leave at all that weekend?
Yeah, no, we do. But you're leaving early Sunday morning, you're back early Sunday morning, and it's early Monday morning when you're leaving.
Right.
So do you guys have a mattress there, or?
There's one here you can have.
No, Josh.
I could actually have a sweet line on a
Fire
mattress
hazard.
I got a sweet discount for a mattress if you're looking. Just kidding. It is sentimental value to me now. You can't have it.
Maybe when we reopen.
That's right, everybody. The new Trinity is going to just be all beds. It's going to be a high concept bar. It's more of like one of those Japanese sleep vessels. You know what I mean? Going to keep the name though, just tradition.
People have no problem sleeping in a stool.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
great.
That's also good.
I don't know that I've ever fallen asleep with a Trinity. That's possible.
Dave, really? Snug Six has got your name all over it, buddy.
This is not a den of lies, Dave, all right? We're trying to be honest with ourselves here.
Yeah, so that's more of a memory issue than
yeah, that makes sense. Lie. Yeah, cool. So you work in real estate. You help Dave. Dave was looking for a place to buy, right? Because I bought a place and Dave is a follower. You know what I mean? He just saw his idol, me, do something, and he had to do it. I get it. It's fine. Since he's not my first.
It was more a case of I wasn't sure if I was able to do it, and then I was like, that guy can do it?
Fair. That is fair. Hard to argue with any of that.
Common theme this evening.
All right.
So Dave was looking for a house. Unlike me, he actually knew that he was a real estate agent, so he used Eddie. And so you looked around in New Haven a bunch.
Yeah, I was trying to find I was living in Worcester Square, and I liked walking to the Trinity, so I was trying to keep that dream alive. Look for a condo, stay downtown, not have to.
And there were some with the condos, there were some serious HOA fees probably.
Serious
right?
HOA fees.
So those are homeowner association fees for those who are not in the know. A lot of condos in New Haven, they have reasonably priced mortgages, but the HOA fees are insane.
Yeah, some of them. I mean.
That doesn't go towards the value of the house at all. Right? That's just a fee you pay.
It changes what you can afford to pay back on what you borrow as well. So it then changes what you can afford to borrow. And, some of them look manageable, but at the same time, others were just extreme. There's an apartment on Court Street, I think, and it was a $700 and something HOA, but you didn't get a parking space for that, so then you have to think about that. There's a couple of buildings on York Street, the towers, where a lot of
I looked at the towers. Yep.
That live. Those apartments weren't particularly big or nice or expensive,
they are not.
But the HOA on one or two of them was $1,500 a month. That's before even the mortgage comes into play. So
that is bonkers. As
it is.
Yeah,
would say.
But they're co-ops, so you can't get a mortgage on them. That's all. That's a cash buy.
I didn't even look at them when I saw that HOA. To be fair,
I looked at an apartment in there, and it was just there was just no storage. There was a tiny closet, and I was like, I love the view, but can't live here. I don't see how anybody can.
Well, it's for doctors who are passing through.
Right, exactly.
They have a purpose,
All right, they just need a bed, really.
Yeah,
it's close to the hospital. So you looked around New Haven, and I know you had a hard time finding anything was affordable, or you didn't want a fixer-upper.
No, I wanted to just move in. Everything's going to need some work, but I really did say to Eddie, I just want to move in. I don't want a ton of work to do. I don't want to have to look into contractors and get anything ship shape just to live in it.
Yeah, Dave naively was like, I just want a place I can just move in and it'll already be good. And I was like, I'm going to buy the dumpiest pile of rubble I can find because that's what Yale will give me money for.
And success.
Success. Mission accomplished. Here we are between Two Rock Studios. Lovely as always. But you wanted something a little more turnkey.
Yes, exactly. The few jobs that every place is going to need and the changes that you want to make is fine, but I didn't want a project. I watched you do it. I watched some other friends of ours pick things and kind of.
Last week's show was Colin Ryan.
Yeah, and Dan and Brittany too. They were looking for that kind of thing. So
those are some other friends that you wish you guys did.
So I didn't want to go into that world. I'm quite lazy.
No. Yes.
So I just wanted it kind of ready. So
yeah.
And I guess if there's things I'd seen in New Haven, and there were apartments, condos that we'd looked at that, were possible, but again, HOAs put me off. And I guess if I had more time, I was more patient, things would have come up, but.
Right, and it seemed like Eddie was kind of for what you want to pay, you can get a lot more in Hamden was basically how it went down, right? More or less?
Yeah, the very first
More or
meeting.
less, yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, as soon as you met with him, you're like, oh, he says I should really consider Hamden because it's just,
Which I naturally ignored for a good few weeks.
Right. I mean, really, in a perfect world, like, probably Hamden, East Haven, West Haven should all really be part of New Haven. Like, it's the greater New Haven metro. They're, like, roughly all part of the same community.
Right,
so
right.
the idea that, like Houston is, like, a bajillion miles wide. So, like, meanwhile, like, why is New Haven so,
Whitneyville, where I ended up, is not really that much further out of town than you are here.
Yeah, all right, easy.
We have buses too,
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't have the way we have bus, all right? I saw a lady, I'm pretty sure she was a meth head, because I've definitely seen her around, and she was eating chicken nuggets on the bus, and I think she was crying a little bit, which was pretty cool. So, it's been a pretty harrowing evening already.
That's me on my bus line, minus the chicken nuggets.
Right, yeah. If only they sold vegetarian chicken nuggets, that would be Dave's life. With the meth included, just so you know. Dave is... Oh, did I not mention that Dave's a huge meth head? I know he seems kind of low energy.
That's
but,
why I'm here. Where is the meth that you
whereas,
me?
well, hey, we are only a half hour into this thing, so you just gotta cool your jets. There'll be meth for you at the end. Stay tuned for the meth game later, guys. We'll see if Dave's gonna freak out and eat my face or what. So Eddie, and you live in Hamden.
I live in Hamden. I'm in Whitneyville too, so not too far.
So he really wanted to drag the value of his area down, so
property values are plummeting.
I was given a list of must-haves: walking distance of a pub, public transport, not too far from work, somewhere that I could walk around and people would kind of steer me in the right direction if I had my name and phone number and address kind of.
Please send Dave home if found.
Like a color with a cat color with a.
Yeah, we gotta get one of those RFID cards in him. If he gets lost, he's found us. Oh, this is his address. Perfect.
I would just lose that.
Good. All right. So, Trinity will be back open sometime in the near future. Hopefully soon. It's gonna happen, though, right?
Oh, definitely gonna happen.
Definitely gonna happen.
On average, how many times a day do you get asked that question?
I feel like I'm a broken record.
Yeah.
I've asked you at least 6 or 7
But
times.
now it's on the record. People only have to listen to this podcast, and then they'll know.
I guess all of New Haven will know now then.
That's right. Yeah. By my standards, there are at least 14 people who will know.
14 more people that will know.
Right.
I mean, it was never a consideration at any point that it wouldn't happen again, right? There was no point where you were like, oh, can we? It was always, we'll just have to sort this out.
No, and again, so the fire happened September 1st. By the time New Haven had put out the fire, they let us, they walked us through the building. They were great. They tarped a lot of the stuff to protect it. We went through the building, grabbed whatever we needed to grab, and looking around going, oh, this is not bad. We could be open a couple of months. And
had the rest of the building been structurally sound or whatever.
But again, it's just the insurance companies hold up everything.
Oh, I see. So, yeah. They have to decide who's at fault or whatever.
Yeah, there was investigation.
Is it all cleared up now, or are you still waiting?
Yeah, no, all that's being cleared up.
And it was Shane all along. Damn it.
No.
Did they do enough of a good job on the accident?
Dave also used air quotes. These guys are real experts at podcasting, everybody. If you could nod more, do more visual humor, that really works.
I knew that you would explain, it's fine.
This will be, we're going to subtitle this because obviously you can't understand a word either of them are saying because they're not American. Well, Eddie, you are American, right? You're a citizen?
I am a citizen.
And do you vote?
I do.
All right, good. I won't ask. It's not that kind of a podcast. It's not my business.
As long as you're socially responsible, that's as much as we need to know.
Okay.
That's why I want to vote. It's important.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Unless you disagree with me, in which case you shouldn't, to be clear.
On
anything.
Okay.
Just a blanket overall. So you owning an Irish pub, do you when you walk by Christie's, you give them the finger? Are you guys do you feel rivalry towards them? Is that weird? Should we not talk about that?
Friendly rivalry.
A friendly rivalry? Have I waded into...
No, Josh. If you were walking by your neighbours, do you give them the finger?
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure that they're letting their dog shit on my lawn.
So why we even happen to conversation?
I guess maybe a part of me wondered if you were a nicer person than me, but I guess that was stupid. You're a Manchester United fan. Of course you're not. Just to be clear, I know you guys, many of you have no idea what this is about. Dave and I are Liverpool. Dave is like a lifelong Liverpool fan. I'm more of an adopted son of Liverpool family. And Liverpool and Manchester United are rivals in the northwest part of England. And, so we hate each other pretty good. So we're just doing a little bit of gentle...
The thing is, it's a rivalry. We need one another. If one of our teams was to stop existing, it would be less fun for the other team.
Of course. Yeah. It's not, when I say hate, I don't mean
Well, that's how we met, though.
Yeah, no, that's true. Actually, so my family were visiting, and I'd taken my then 7-year-old brother to Christie's.
The one who I said the C word in front of?
Yeah, and they also did. That was the reason. The reason we then went to Trinity for the next game is the whole of the Arsenal Lagunas squad was singing a very unfavourable song about Samir Nasri, who just moved away from Arsenal to Man City, I think. So me walking in with my family and my 7-year-old brother, and they're just singing, Samir Nasri is a cunt.
So this is not even new for him. Why would I get in trouble for that then?
I mean, I'm sure, yeah.
He was 14. He's probably saying it all the time. Come on.
So the next game, or the next time I decided to take him in any pub downtown, we went to Trinity, and Eddie, you were just working there.
Well, it was O'Toole's.
Right? Of course, yeah. That place doesn't exist anymore. No. It's raised from it. Was only there for like 2 years, right? Before you.
2 years, yeah.
There was just something about it I didn't really vibe with. I don't know what it was. I was like definitely a Lippy's loyalist for
that's
those
more
years.
Of what it was then.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, I would have gone to like O'Toole's more. Like it was a nice enough place. Just something about it didn't like work for me. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's just the name O'Toole's reminds me of Typo Negative.
Well, because
nobody picked up a Playgirl recently. Guys are fishing
on their own.
Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Peter O'Toole, the lead singer of Typo Negative, posed nude in Playgirl back in, I don't know, the 80s, 90s. I remember it. It was probably the early 90s.
I mean, I wasn't even here then.
Yeah. You don't know Playgirl in England?
I don't think it has a big following.
It doesn't have a big following here, but it was like a thing, I think, just like in the 90s.
Right.
I think by the 2000s, they were like, women don't want this. This isn't a real thing. Yeah, nobody wants this.
It definitely wasn't a thing in Ireland.
No.
Sure it wasn't. I'm going to do some research after this. We're going to add an addendum, and I'm going to find all the weird female-driven porn from the 90s. Oh, yeah, Eddie. Well, yeah.
His name was Peter O'Toole.
I think so.
That's a famous
actor.
Yeah.
Much classier.
Yeah, maybe it was a different O'Toole. Maybe I'm thinking of something different. But
it's a good porn name.
No, it's a great, yeah. I mean, he was a singer. I think he died of something. Being alive, I guess. Not rocking hard enough in Typo Negative, probably. Weird goth metal. All right, we've gone enough on Typo Negative.
So anyway, O'Toole's the bar.
O'Toole's the bar.
You were you just working there at the time?
I was just working there at the time, yeah.
But I don't know. Is that, I think that happened first before, because one moment I remember knocking on the door at like 7:30 because Liffey's wasn't open, and you just opened and let us all in to watch the game. That was after I'd met you.
Okay, yeah, but that sounds like something I'd do.
Yeah, anyway, I just remember my 7-year-old brother reading about the Nemanja Vidic, some kind of Nemanja Vidic, Man United defender sandwich, and he started just giving you earache about it, and there was a nice bit of banter back and forth between my brother and you, my 7-year-old brother, which I think you lost, if I'm honest.
I mean, that's super believable.
I thought we won.
Sure. But yeah, then I remember at some point I think you then said, hey, if you're in town early for the games, I'm generally here. Just knock on the door and I'll let you in. That's where I began.
Cool. All right, good story, guys. Really ended abruptly. That's what I love about it.
The point of it was that we are, even though we're fans of different teams and rivals, like the
I get that. Yeah,
it's like the point that you let all of the Liverpool supporters club, you made a deal with us and let us invade the bar every game.
Yeah, well, but to see again,
it makes money, I know, but
it wasn't like out of the kindness of his heart.
No, but again, as you said, Dave, we need each other, and. I think you're all great guys, and all the Liverpool guys are great, and I'm delighted.
Yeah, that's just a lie.
But that's just your opinion.
Okay, I know that.
So I was happy happy to have them. And again, it was something I grew up with. But I knew we were going to have a bit of banter back and forth.
Yeah.
It's exactly
And that's
like
what
that.
it's all about.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, as long as it's a good game of football, who really cares?
Exactly. It's the same for you back in Ireland. There's a lot of Liverpool fans and a lot of Man United
Oh,
fans.
yeah, absolutely. And again, my fear was I wanted Trinity to be a football bar. I didn't want it to be known as just a Liverpool bar or just a Man United
So
bar.
that's why you wouldn't let me make it a UConn bar. You were just like, no. Nobody wants your stupid basketball in here.
Josh, we would be more than happy to accommodate you. You know that.
All right.
You have in the past.
Yeah,
It's been
of
UConn.
course.
Yeah, that's true.
Less the Sabres, though, because
Well,
no one wants that kind
Yeah,
of
well,
music.
I
There's
know.
literally nowhere to watch the Sabres.
Yeah, well, we had an issue with the hockey.
Yeah.
So,
Well, right. No. Yeah. Nobody watches hockey. I get it.
but you're not going to hold that against them.
No.
I won't lie. First and foremost, I do think of it as a Liverpool bar because it's mine. That's my reason for being there. But there's an end of Tottenham fans. There's also a contingency of Chelsea fans at times, and then you get other people. There's a Dortmund fan that goes there pretty regularly.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
there's a bunch of people that swing in and out as well.
Right. But the thing is, especially the Liverpool United games, all the Liverpool guys have that one Man United friend that they bring along, and then we find solace amongst each other.
Right.
And then obviously when the result goes our way, we have the last laugh. You live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Okay. Wow. Words of wisdom from Eddie Higgins. It's good, everybody.
That's why we came, right? We're done now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we're good, man. Yeah, sure. Cool. I was going to ask another question, but it's kind of boring, and I don't think I'm going to do it. So let's play a game, I guess, Last week we played a game called Fuck, Marry, Kill. I assume you guys are both familiar with the idea. We're not going to do it with ladies, though, guys.
Well, we did have to explain what a podcast was to Eddie.
That's true. Okay, so we'll slow things down a little bit. So last week we did Fuck, Marry, Kill with pizza, which means, who would you fuck? So in that case, it's sort of like who's your sort of guilty pleasure pizza, and then who would you marry is like your favorite, and then what's your But we're not going to do pizza this time because it's kind of boring and everybody. So
every week.
So we're going to do it with bars, but we're not going to allow Trinity answers because it's just we love Trinity, obviously.
Because we'd all be married to it. We know that.
Can you even answer this question, or you can skip the
I
kill
still don't understand this game.
part? Okay, so
you have to pick 3 bars in New Haven. You have to have one that's like your solid regular you love and you would marry it.
Okay.
One is like your guilty pleasure that you would fuck every now and then one that you would just get rid of completely and wipe off the face of the earth.
So it started as sort of like, it would be like a thing you would say about the opposite gender, right? So you would be like, oh, I would fuck, Charlize Theron, and then I would marry, like, I don't know, Meryl Streep. I don't know who, like...
Well, normally you're given 3 people, and then then you have to decide.
That's true. Yeah, you're given 3 options, right? It's,
We now just have the plethora of New Haven.
But we're just going to pick... Yeah, I've really gone off the reservation with this idea.
So we're not going to have 3 options.
No.
I have to come up with my own 3 options.
Yeah. I think it's more fun because I don't want to limit you to like whatever 3 bars I think of. Plus, then we'll just be trashing bars that I know, which is.
But I've been into the same bar for the last 2 years.
Okay, you don't go to any other bars at all.
They have to be open. Apparently.
Well, when I was open, you're working all the time, so no.
So no. Wow. This
and
game
it's
is
only
going
until,
really well.
so
Wait, did you actually kill the Trinity?
So only until the fire did I really get to go out and see what anybody else was doing.
So now you do have an answer then. So you have had time to like, explore, right?
I haven't been impressed with any of them.
Oh my god. So
just get rid of every when the Trinity comes back. Just get rid of every bar in town.
Every non-Trinity bar is shit. You heard it here, folks. Just fucking empty barcade now, everybody. Eddie is not impressed. Okay. What about restaurants? Could we do that? Have you been to any restaurants, Eddie?
No. Let's stick with the bars.
You want to stick with the bars?
Yeah, we're going to stick with the bars.
Holy shit,
you want to go first? You want some
No, we need to go first. We need to lead him because he doesn't understand what's going on around here.
Fair enough. Not my generation.
Yeah. So I guess we'll start with fuck. I guess I would fuck 3 Sheets. It's like pretty close. It's kind of a hipster bar, so there's like hipster girls with cool tattoos on their thighs. So that's a fun thing to be. They play good music and they have good beer, and they actually have surprisingly awesome fried clams, which you would
food in general.
Right, the food in general. Yeah, I mean, for a place that looks like that, No offense, but it's like got the vibe of old Rudy's, I guess. I wasn't here for that, but that's what I get. And yeah, it's a pretty cool place. And plus, they play a bit of metal now and again, which can't hurt. What about you?
I would probably fuck Prime 16 because of that cheap happy hour.
Oh, that is a good
I like
answer.
cheap.
Yeah, no, half price beers, you can't beat that.
And it's like every day.
It is,
Right.
yeah. Till 7 too, right? It's
Right.
not one of those 6:30 bullshit
4 to
happy
7,
hours.
Yeah.
We're on to you, other places that end at 6:30. Ugh.
How long does Prime 16 go on?
4 till 7.
4
Every
to
weekday
7.
happy hour, yeah. Half price.
Every weekday.
Not $1 or $2 off. Half price on
Half
craft
price
beer.
craft beers. Usually there's like one or two exceptions, but yeah.
We're going to get some sort of kickback.
And they got a few like $5 flatbreads. Yeah, just make the check payable to Josh Levinson because I don't have like an LLC or anything. So actually, cash should be better because I'm evading my taxes also. So
I'm just putting that information out there. No one's listening.
don't worry, I don't make any money on this. It is not a problem. Come at me, IRS. I laugh at you. I probably didn't even write off all the wasted money I've used so far.
You paid too much tax on this.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I don't even write off the logo. I can't make money back. And now I'm like, oh, by the way, we're going to have an intro song soon, which I'm going to pay for, and that's not going to help anything. So it's good, We're just, things are really cracking over here. So what about you, Eddie? What bar would you fuck with? Not your favorite, but you're like, hell yeah.
I suppose right now it would have to be Castle Republic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've just been able to find my spot there for, obviously while I'm waiting for Trinity to reopen. So
Drown your sorrows somewhere.
yeah,
Exactly right.
Actually, you also used to be an Irish bar when I first moved here, the Lansdowne.
the Lansdowne, that's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah,
I never went into. I knew it existed. I never went into it until it became Cats.
But again, Anastasia's there, so
true. Yeah,
it's
I feel
nice
like I
to
know
go
all
in
of our
and
towns at this
say,
point.
what's up.
I
I
feel
get to see
like
Gary when I go to Prime 16 as well,
Yeah.
so that's nice.
if I go there and I don't order a drink, they're going to freak out. It's going to be a real problem.
Oh, right. I was like, why wouldn't you order a drink? But yeah.
Yeah.
Day
off the sauce.
6.
This is day 8, I think.
Oh, nice.
I actually feel great, I gotta say. It's weird. It's weird waking up and I feel okay. I mean, not like
It's
okay,
not like you
okay.
drank every night before this, right?
Well, no, but I mean, when I do comedy and I go to a lot of bars on Tuesdays. Like last night I went to 2 open mics. 2 weeks ago, I went up to Hartford for the CT open mic, and then I went to one at Middletown. And someone else was driving, so I had a few drinks, And once you have 3 drinks and you're telling jokes, you're feeling good, have a few more. So I'm not wasted, but I'm definitely waking up on Tuesday what am I doing? I got heartburn all day now. What is going on with me? So I think that's part of it for me. It's just I'm not going out every night, but I kind of am. So it's, so that'll be an interesting conversation with that because I'm definitely going to end up there at some point. So. But I'm going to bring my vape juice, no problem. Don't worry, I haven't come off that phrase yet. What episode that'll be. We're going to grow together. All right, so you answered. All right, so last time we just did all 3 together, but I like this rotating one. This is more fun, I think. I'm going to go with Mary. What bar would I marry? Can't do Trinity. God, I don't know.
It's easy, man. Staring you in the face.
Is it?
Barcade.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I could just as easily go Cask though, because Cask is it's pretty hopping. You know what I mean? There's usually good looking people in there, which I'm not going to talk to them, but still, it's nice having them around.
Old faithful. Some good years.
Yeah, I put in some fucking time at Cask. Yeah, I don't know. I like Barcade, but it's every beer is $1 too expensive, and it turns out it's actually super hard to play Burger Time when you're wasted. So I was I like the idea of it, but then I'm how do I even do this? How did anybody in the 80s
I swear I was better at this last time.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely getting worse. So I don't know. That's a toughie. Yeah.
Maybe it's time to go break your record now that you're not drinking.
Yeah, it's true. True. I could definitely match that. Nobody basically, there was one person who got the high score forever ago. Nobody plays that game. It's impossible. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like bars.
You just don't want to get tied down.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
exactly. I'm loyal to none of you. I guess it was a cask. It's like the Old Faithful. You know what I mean? Like, I can always go there.
Solid choice.
You know, yeah, it's got beer. And all the bartenders know me, which I like, you know. Until Trinity reopens, obviously.
It's not like that's not true at other bars.
Okay, easy. That's true. Yeah, we were in Barcade recently, and the bartender just like, tell me your story. Like, what is with you guys? You have your roving gang of people, and just like, I was like, oh man.
That's Jeff that he said he knew people through my Facebook, and I'm not even Facebook friends with him, so.
Nice, yeah. Always good. It's a small city, so that's going to happen.
Yeah, happens everywhere. But Liam McQueen is Irishman there from Limerick.
True.
Bartends down there. Liam's a good guy, so
Nice,
he's
yeah.
looking after you.
Yeah, they got, you know, it's a good place.
He generally does.
Just,
And what about you, Dave? Who would you marry?
Yeah, Barcade. I
Barcade.
love the place. It's, you know.
I love it. Dave's a big
It's a
Gallagher
definite
guy.
place you can go and, yeah, just play Gallagher. The button's getting sticky, though. It's getting harder to play that game.
Yeah. Just talk to them about it. They're supposed to fix it.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's my excuse for why I'm not as good as I used to be.
Yeah, that's fair. And maybe you prefer it that way.
I also don't live downtown and walk there all the time anymore.
Yeah,
so
true.
Thanks to Eddie.
Yeah.
sorry, David.
Yeah. Maybe if they got a cigarette machine in there, it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, ladies, if you're looking to meet a British guy, just hang out with a Gallagher machine at Barcade or go to Playwright.
With the sticky buttons.
Just find the guy who's crying, and that'll be Dave. He usually wears a NASA shirt or a Earl Metal shirt, so that's him. He is single, and he's not really looking for you, but, you know, if you find him.
Thanks.
Welcome
All of a sudden
to
it turned into a
Josh's
weird
match
dating app.
dating service. Yeah, this is how we do it. You know, we're not tied to some format like The Man. Okay, this is the internet.
Clearly, yeah.
Besides, like, we're 50 minutes in, nobody's listening to this. It's fine. We can say anything. All right, Eddie. What about you? What would be your? Are you done? Like, or do you have another? Would you marry a bar? Or was that your answer?
No, there would be.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'd like Roya. I like to go sit at the bar at Roya.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been in there.
Oh, no, Roya's classy.
Oh, very. Yeah, that's why
That's
we're
why-
not allowed
that's why-
there. Yeah.
Yeah, that might have something to do with no video games.
That's why Eddie knows he can go to get away from us.
Yeah.
BYO video games. You gotta get your Switch. Make sure you never meet any lady ever. It's good. Yeah, no, the place is nice. I actually went there for Christmas Eve with my family, so it was one of the few places open. They definitely were running the B squad, but you know, it's Christmas Eve. I get that. Yeah, that's fair.
But no, it's definitely
Great food,
nice. Yeah, definitely nice to go in and sit at the bar, have something, something to eat. Not a huge beer selection, but you'll find something that.
Yeah, I think they had
suits your
Sea Hag
taste.
when I was there, so that's
So
also reliable.
I'm going to check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they occasionally do like I feel like there's been some like Connecticut Young Professionals meetups there or stuff like that where they're kind of like young professionals, people wearing jackets, and I just show up looking like a homeless person. I'm like, I'm a programmer, it's fine. I am also single, ladies. If you were curious, but I'm not interested. Thank
This
you.
has gone down.
I'm married to the podcast life. I actually think it's going up. This is as good as it's been. I'm gonna just tell people to fast forward the last 10 minutes.
Wow.
I was like,
It's just shit on
there's a
everything
lot
we've
of
done up to this
boring
point,
immigration stuff, but then there's some really good shit at the end. And so finally, kill. Who would you kill, Dave?
I've never been in Brother Jimmy's, but that seems like a contender.
Right. Do you know that there is a fight every Saturday night there, though?
Maybe
I don't mean
it'll
like on the
self-destruct
TV.
then,
I just
so-
mean like two bros
Right.
fighting.
Yeah, it seems like a place to avoid forever.
Yeah. My vote, I think, would be Saturday nights at Barcelona. I like Barcelona. It's good food and stuff, but like my friends like to go there for like dancing, I guess. But it's like got a tiny little dance floor, and like everything is very expensive there, which is fine if I'm like trying to impress somebody. But I already know you guys. Like, why are we here? I'm not drinking Cabernet right now. I can't dance and drink Cabernet. That's crazy. But it is a good restaurant. I don't want to like. You should definitely go there. It's a nice like pre-theater date spot. I don't know, trying to impress somebody. A lot of advice here, guys. You guys are gonna be doing great out there.
Are you talking to the listeners or us?
Yes, no, the listeners know. We're fucking hopeless. It's fine. Yeah, we're married to each other. It's okay. What about you, Eddie?
Well, I think I'm going to skip this.
All right, that's fair. You're a business owner.
Yeah.
You should skip that. That is fair. I wouldn't put you in that position. I mean, I tried to, but I won't insist. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I seen that one coming.
Yeah, no, and that's fine. Yeah, I'm not trying to. It's not. This is mostly, and even like Between Two Rocks is meant to be promotional. Like I poke fun. Like I wrote an article like places I can't believe are still open, and I definitely some people got pretty upset about it. It was meant to be jokey, but on some level I do feel bad. Like it wasn't really my intent to
I don't believe you.
Yeah, but like you just look at the last year.
Dave, you're really shattering the illusion of my morality here. Okay.
In the last year, we've lost 3 good pubs.
I know.
Yeah.
It has been brutal. Yeah. But we have Vanity, so everything's fine.
We'll always have Vanity.
Yeah, maybe just kill that one.
All right, easy. I do think that they're semi-interested in doing a comedy show.
I'm on a
just haven't texted
serial
them.
killing spree of bars now.
Video great. I still need advertisers, so just don't listen to him. If you would like to sponsor, you can be Vanity, you can be Bro Jays, you can be anybody. It's fine. All right, we're going to play one more game, and then we're going to wrap it up. So we played Be a Dictator last time, which I haven't thought of a new game, so we're going to do that. So even though you guys are Hamden boys, this is going to be, I guess it'll be the greater regional area. All right, so last time the money was too high, so I'm going to give you $10,000 for a day, and you can do anything to make like the greater New Haven area better. What would you do?
You want to go first?
And
I would just give it to those Litchfield boys to hurry along the work at the Trinity.
You guys both can't answer get Trinity open faster. That's not an option.
That wasn't my list of questions,
Oh, no, yeah. I like to be... It is a tough question.
There was an idea you floated years ago if it was $50 million, as it was the other day.
Yeah, it was $50 million last time, yeah.
Which you wouldn't need all of it to do this, but to permanently close a street in New Haven and make it pedestrian access.
Oh, yeah, that's a good answer.
That was the answer
That was my idea,
today.
Just to be clear, that's my idea. Although I mostly stole it from Burlington.
$10,000, do it for a night.
I mostly stole it from Burlington, Vermont, because downtown in Burlington, if you haven't been, it's a super awesome city. You should go visit.
They probably stole it from some other town.
Yeah, but Grafton Street in Dublin is pedestrian only.
Sure.
And until you actually walk down Grafton Street and you hear the buskers and the street performers, you really feel like at home.
Yeah. So, I think that'd be awesome.
$10,000 wouldn't do that, though.
No, I don't know what it would take.
No. What street would you close off? How about between Court Street and Church Chapel?
Get out of here. Stop trying to do it for your bar.
Corner the
College is obviously the answer.
There are no other bars. You need a place where there are fronts, where there are other bars that can be along the
But
you close that bit of Court Street, there's nothing down there.
Not yet. There will be if it's right.
Yeah.
Finally, the Regal Beagle has the market cornered. Watch out, New Haven.
No.
Shit's getting real.
From Court Street to the chapel.
Right, but what's down there? There's a sandwich shop, right?
Trinity.
That's an Orange.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
He means Orange. He means Orange Street from
you mean close Orange from
Chapel.
Court? I thought you meant close Court between Orange and Chapel.
Purely selfish. He's basically extending Pitkin Plaza to
I'm all for it.
Yeah,
fine.
I mean, it's only a day now. That
Think how good that flower shop would do. This would be killing. Holy cow. Well, they would buy you out. It would just be a flower district.
Yeah, but you've got G Cafe down there. You've got the bike shop down there. You've got Blossom Shop, Mediterranean.
Okay, let's just stop for a second. Has anybody used the bathrooms in Mediterranean? Because that shit is straight scary.
I've never been in it.
Oh, man, it is bad, yeah.
That's one of your neighborhood businesses, man.
It is.
I know, but it
is in the top 3 murder bathrooms in New Haven, and I'm going to tell you the other ones right now. This is a special bonus for anybody who's lasted this long. Number 3 is Mezcal. Great Mexican food. For some reason, their bathrooms are painted black, and you can't see anything, which is fucking weird. Number 2, Mediterranean. It's down a weird long hall. I don't even know if they're it's just you go in there and you're like, this looks like it was a bathroom once, and now I don't know what it is. And number 1 is obviously Lighthouse Park. Because those are just straight out of Candyman. That is I walk in and I'm I'm definitely gonna die here. If not being gunned, then some sort of ghost wolf something.
Ethereal presence.
Yeah, like you got to think real hard for using the bathroom as a lighthouse point. Great place otherwise. Beautiful carousel. And that is where you will find me in the summer months. Like, kidding aside.
So there, you've answered your own question.
Yes.
10 grand, redo the bathroom.
Whoa. All right, I don't want to like ruin the charm of the lighthouse point bathroom.
This is going to only benefit 2 businesses in New Haven.
It's basically, yeah, whatever. That would be nice, yeah. New bathrooms at lighthouse point would be pretty good, yeah. It's pretty, they have a fun little snack shop there. It's just like, I made the mistake of ordering a chicken sandwich there once, and it was definitely one of those, like, Tyson's, like, microwaved. I was like, oh, God, what have I done?
Where's the bathroom?
Oh, no. Like, at that point, I would just take the bus home. Like, I would just hold it indefinitely.
Yeah, but... Yeah,
if you got a number 2 in there, you should just take your life, because it's
automatically, I'm thinking of train spot.
Yeah.
Right, oh, yeah.
The tuck shop there is just setting you up to need the murder bathroom.
Well, I think
gotta get our victims from somewhere.
I think this is a great place to stop. We have really found something here. I don't know what it is, but it is great. You should see Train Spotting if you can get the chance.
Not the new one.
Not that I haven't seen the new one. I assume it's
no, I haven't seen the new one. Well, we started your evening as we finished it.
Oh, come on, man. This is a family broadcast. What are you talking about? Why would you even...
Okay, where's the fucking meth now?
All right. Dave is freaking out, so we are going to take off. Does anybody have anything else they want to talk about or say? You guys don't really have anything to plug.
No, just
Trinity's return.
Nice. By the time this comes up, I think it will be a week where I'm hosting comedy at JP Dempsey's. So come there. It starts at 8:30, or signups are 8:30. It starts at 9. We've got a pretty good crowd. It's usually pretty funny. We get some pretty good comics. So come check that out if you want. I have some comedy shows, but I don't know when or this will even come on. So just forget it. It's fine. I'll just follow me on Facebook or whatever. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, Dave Form.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eddie Higgins.
Thank you, Josh.
It has been a pleasure, gentlemen. You were great.
Likewise.
Thank you so much.
Time, yeah.